Hey everyone, Larry Bailey's here, Mortgage Workflow Partners. Welcome to Administrators Mastering Encompass, brought to you by Mortgage Workflow Partners. And only here because of everybody in the mortgage community. Thank you very much for joining. No intro music today. I'm sorry. I'm sure everybody missed that. Hey, Angie, make sure that we are going to talk about task-based workflows today. But the topic of the day, in case you didn't know, was how do you know that you have the tech that you actually need? So we're going to be talking a lot about that. For those that are listening along the podcast, thanks very much. Please make sure to make it over to the mortgage community. Sign up for free. Wait, did I lose sound? Oh, man. It's off to a rocky start. I think I'm still projecting sound. Hopefully I am. But thank you, Angie. Whew. So we meet every Tuesday at 4 p.m. That's right now, Eastern, or Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Anytime, Chris. Hey, I'm glad the audio is back. And we have these conversations, and they're open for everybody to join. I know that times are tough, and education is one of those things that is critically important. Conversation as a community, also critically important. And that's what we're going to be doing for the rest of this year in all of these events. I posted earlier today, I posted the October events to try to bring value back to the conversation for those that can make it and for those that listen on replay. We have a lot of people listening on replay, and I totally get that. So, Angie, did you want to come? Are you comfortable coming on stage? We can kind of go through task-based workflows momentarily. And does anybody else have anything they want to work through? There's been a lot of conversations this week with clients on how to leverage the area median income. Absolutely, Angie, don't have to come up, no pressure. We can just talk about task-based workflows. But on the area median income settings that were just released in the 23.3, found at least two companies so far that actually have a really wild workflow to segregate their loan files that are first-time homebuyer, and they're pricing out with the GSEs, and they are, of course, if qualifying, they don't have any loan level pricing adjusters. And so they're doing a lot of manual manipulation within Encompass to make sure those files are monitored and that they are properly closed with the correct price. So for those that are on the call today, is anyone using or involved with your workflow at the secondary level, making sure that loans that were qualified through either 100% or less for in the MSA, or in high cost county 120% or less of MSA, for their area median income? I should be clear on that. Area median income, 100 or 120%. Anybody doing that actively in their workflow? I'd love to hear from you. Kirsten is saying yes, working on that. You're actually working on that project right now. As you get closer to it, it's one of those things where so today is all about how do you know you have the tech that you actually need. The 19th, so Thursday, we're going to be talking about best practices of personas. And then next week on Tuesday, we're going to be talking about loan officer best practices, selling like a master, and Encompass. That was something that came up last week. So we're going to do that on the 24th. And then on 26th, we're going to talk about user groups best practices. And then rounding out on the 31st, loan processor best practices. So Kirsten, maybe by then, by the 31st, I don't know if you'll have something to talk about, but certainly I'll bring that back up to the community on how others are participating in the AMI conversation. So maybe that'll work out for you. For those that are following this, right now is about the 5-minute mark. We'll get into the task-based workflows and then talking about the tech, because this is a big conversation with folks right now, trying to figure out how to stay solvent and how to keep making money. So if you're following this on socials, please get over to mortgage.community to see the full replay. If you listen to the podcast, get over to mortgage.community to see the video, because we're going to be doing some screen shares.